When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. So let me see. Is that right? Yeah, sorry, that was my bad, man.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Know there's gonna be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. There will be an answer, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. You know there's gonna be an answer, let it be. Woo! Hey, hey,
Hello, my friend.
look what the cat dragged in here, folks.
I think it's been like a year since we last did a show together, and now I remember why.
So, Kevin, I just want you to know, ordinarily, I have a tendency to wear a black T-shirt to performances.
Yeah.
But tonight was a very special event, so I decided to wear a black T-shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It looks
right.
great, and I noticed there's something a little different this time tonight, so I do appreciate you dressing it up.
There's literally nothing different. I'm sorry. Literally nothing.
Nothing at all.
I will not be changed. Okay.
I see a few more dollar bills in that jar behind you, though.
They're all fake.
Yeah.
So, should we do another one together before we start taking people's requests?
Why not? Let's see if we can
God's
get through
key
this.
-1, right?
All right. Yes. Here we go. Start it off.
Hey! Hey kids, shake it loose together. The spotlight's hitting something that's been known to change the weather. Kill the body calm tonight, so stick around. We're gonna hear electric music, solid walls of sound. So Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet? What is the soul spaced down? Betty and the Jets. Hug is them wet in the waterfall. So Betty, she's a really keen. Got electric boots, a mowing suit. I read it in a magazine. No more. So Betty and the Jets. Yeah. Take it.
Hey, kid, why don't you plug into the faithless? Maybe they're blinded, but then it makes them ageless. We shall survive, gonna take ourselves along. When we find our parents out in the street to find out right and who's wrong. Hey, Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet? Oh, but they're so spaced out. Benny and the Jets. Oh, they're so weird and the wonderful. Oh, Benny, she's really keen. She's got electric boots, a money suit. You know I read it in a magazine. Oh, but Benny and the Jets.
So Candy and Ronnie, have you seen them yet? Oh, they're so spaced out. Betty and the Jets. Oh, is there wet in the waterfall? Why, Betty, she's really keen. Got electric boots, a mowing suit. You know I read it in a magazine. No more. So Betty and the Jets. Yeah. Hey, KL. Should we duel a little bit back and forth?
Sure.
Nice work, man.
That was fun.
So, everybody, how we doing?
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Some of our favorites are here. Our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria is here. Bill Hasty is here. The man who knows everything about rock and roll trivia. Jonathan P. reminding us we haven't done this in a while. We don't like each other. That's probably why. I was very reluctant to do this once again when he suggested it. I told him it was a bad idea, but he slipped me some money under the table. So here we are.
Whatever it takes.
Hi, Linda. So, guys, we're going to be alternating songs here for a little while. We'll play a few more together down the road. But so he and I both we both brought some music that we wanted to share, but we're also eager to look at your requests tonight. So don't be shy. Don't be bashful. If there's someone we don't have a chance to say hello to, we apologize. There's usually more comments than we can get to in a night. Hi, Bennett. Good to have you with us. In Miami, good Lord, you could just go over and sit in Kevin's room with him.
Right. We're in Miami. That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so don't be afraid to let us know what you want to hear, and we'll do our best. And that's it. Unicorn Girl, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, Michelle. Watch the scene and crew. My cousin watching. Right above Ruth there. I can't
Nice.
highlight it, Steve. That's up for you. There we go. Hello.
How you doing? How you doing? I'm assuming you're watching for me.
That's the only reason they're here.
I was going to say, I can't imagine that. I don't mean, blood's thicker than water and all, but talent's talent, man.
I'm with you.
All right, Kevin, you want to take the next one?
Sure. This is one of my favorite Billy Joel songs. And I think actually someone requested. They said Steve can play this song and I can play another one, but I'm gonna take this song. If that's okay. I was gonna plan on playing this anyways, and I saw a request for it. And this is. First, I need to get something ready. Hold on. Based on that, Steve, what song is it that I'm gonna play?
I'm guessing probably Leningrad.
That's a good guess. Now the question is, can I play it? Because it's been a long time. Let's see.
Hi, Mom. You here to see Kevin?
Hi,
I'm just
Mama
kidding.
Lungrin. Let's try that again. How does this go? What is that second chord? I'm drawing a blank here.
It's a B7 over a D sharp to an E minor.
Thank you. All right. I'm good to go. Sacrifice, a child of war, another son who never had a father after Leningrad, went off to school and learned to serve the state, followed the rules, and bank his vodka straight, the only way to live. Drown the hates. Russian life was very sad. Such was life in Leningrad. I was born in 49, Cold War kid in McCarthy times. Stopped them at the 38th parallel. Blast those yellow reds to hell. Cold War kids were hard to kill. circus clown, the greatest happiness he'd ever found was making Russian children glad. Children lived in Leningrad. Children lived in other towns, hid in the shelters underground, where the Soviets turned their ships around, tore the Cuban missiles down. In that bright October sun, we knew our childhood days were done, and I watched my friend go off to war. What do they keep on fighting for? So my child and I came to this place to meet him eye to eye and face to face. He made my daughter laugh when we embraced. We never knew what friends we had until we came to Leningrad. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. This is a request that came in from our friend Laurence. I will bring you back, but it is currently my turn to shine. Okay, so Laurence wondered if I could play another Beatles song for you, actually from the same album as the one that we did earlier. And in fact, I can. So let's all take a trip back through the mists of time to a time they called the 60s. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here. Lead me to your dawn. The wild and windy nights that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Why leave me standing here? Let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, many times I've cried. Many a way you'll never know the many times I've cried. Still they lead me back to the long and winding road. You left a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. Yeah. Still then lead me back to the long and winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Don't keep me waiting. Lead me to your door. Ooh, ooh, Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Very
Thank you
nice.
very much.
Was that in the original key?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Paul
awesome.
McCartney. Paul McCartney is sort of an evil temptress for me. He never does anything in a key I can do it in, but he does so many things I want to then do.
And I'm sure he's regretting it now. Some of those songs he wrote, I mean, it's he's struggling for
Well,
sure.
he is, but he's still doing it.
He's almost 80 years old, right?
Yeah, if I'm 80 years old and I still have the drive to go on long tours and make records, then I don't care how bad I sound. I'll give myself a big pat on the back.
Did you see that McCartney 321 on Hulu?
Yes.
Crazy,
Fantastic.
right? Amazing.
Except
Wow.
I was jealous. I just get Rick Rubin the hell out of there. I want to go ask all the questions.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was awesome.
I don't think I had ever heard, I don't know that it's been heard, those songs with the different mixes that, they were able to take out the vocals, they were able to bring up. Has that ever been out there before, the original tapes to be listened to like that?
Well, I'm sure that they have, but in different settings. Some of them maybe never. I've seen George Martin do that with some of their stuff over the years from different albums if they were talking about them, but this was pretty unique.
Yeah. Now, how many people did we lose during this boring conversation? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Actually, we picked up a few.
Oh, good. All right.
We picked up a few because I'm done playing, so a bunch of people came back from the bathroom.
If we were in the arena, we would see, all the little black dots making their way through the big, lighted hallways, right? Everybody's talking about that. And at the Garden, I went to see John Mayer one time, and he's like, this song was kick-ass, and all you assholes who left, and I saw you go to the bathroom during really missed a kick-ass solo, or something like that. It was something on those lines. It was really funny.
That's when you know you've really made it, when you can treat your fans like crap and they still love you.
Yeah, no, the way
I am not there yet. I still have to be really nice to you guys.
The way it was delivered, it worked. It was funny. Anyways, all right. Enough talking.
A second
right?
here. Hey, Lynette, we'll tell Lonnie I said hi right back. I appreciate that. This is a guy from my days as a high schooler. He was a police officer back in the day, and he was a guy who came and encouraged us to not do drugs. And I got to go on a little tour of elementary school with some other kids that presumably also did not do drugs.
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah, but it was good. Thanks. It's nice to see you guys. Thanks for dropping by, Lynette. Okay. What are you going to do now, KL?
I'm going to do a Christopher Cross song. And then don't worry, I see there's a bunch of requests. I don't have control to highlight the comments, but we'll get to these. And I think me and Steve are going to do some live on the spot, on the fly songs. Right, Steve?
Yes. We'll just have to see where the evening takes us.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Let me get out of your way.
not far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away, find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just wait and see. Believe me. It's not far to Neverland. No reason to pretend. And if the wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I always heard it good. Just a dream, the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing. All caught up in the reverie. Every word's a symphony. Won't you believe me? Sailing takes me away to where I always heard it good. Just a dream, the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Well, it's not far down to sanity. At least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away, find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles. Just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I always heard it could be. Just a dream, the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free.
Completely messed up that solo.
Awesome job.
How does that solo go? I gotta.
Well, you're getting out of my depth, man.
There.
I just want to take a second and acknowledge this. This guy right here, it's a friend of mine in New York City, but he's in Florida right now because he went down there to give his father a kidney.
Wow.
And he is recovering from surgery. And the surgery to remove somebody's kidney is actually the more brutal part than adding it to another person's body. And it's an amazing, selfless act. And I've been kind of following your progress, Scotty, on social media. I just want you to tell me, man, I wanted to tell you, not only am I pulling for your full and swift recovery from this, but I really admire you for what you've done there, my friend. So thank you for tuning in. And
Amazing.
Thing is, I know Scotty Z a little bit, and I could play like a really, really sappy, kind of wind beneath my wings, you're my hero kind of song for him, but that's totally not who that guy is. He's a foul language talking New Yorker, who has been very, very successful through elbow grease, and he's a brilliant financial planner. And so I'm going to play something for him that's a little bit more distinctly his style. But just know, Scott, that underneath this is the emotion of "You're my hero." Here's one I know your wife, who's probably sitting right next to you, will enjoy as well. One, two,
Take the screen.
Oh, yeah. That's only because you want to, like, pick your nose and stuff while
I mean, whatever it takes, yeah. Needs some privacy here.
Wrong one. Here we go. Don't wish it away. Don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, can honestly say the things can only get better. While I'm away, dust out the demons inside, and it won't be long before you and me roam to the place in our hearts where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Just stare into space, picture my face in your hands. Live for each second without hesitation, and never forget I'm your man. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night, and it helps. But more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Wait on me, girl. Cry in the night if it helps. But more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. Yes, I do. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Loving like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Loving like children, living like lovers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. the blues.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That was the one of the first pop rock and roll songs I ever learned as a kid, and I had the sheet music, and at the time I was struggling to read music, and I had a cool piano teacher that allowed me to learn that. So I had bought I guess that's why they call it the blue sheet music, and from then on it was just like I got to learn how to play all this stuff. So
wait, please keep telling your happy little childhood story.
So after that is when I really became inspired, and I listened to Billy Joel, and all right, that's enough. Let's go.
All right, fine.
You want to try a song together
Sure.
that someone's requesting? You can look
What
through
do you
the
got?
list.
What do you
I
got?
don't know. No, I don't know. We got. Let me look through the.
Can you scroll, Kevin, or do I
can
need
scroll.
to do that?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can scroll
go ahead.
through.
Take a
We
look.
got Earl Wants to Hear the Way It Is by Hornsby.
That I'm going to have to let you do solo if you're going to do that.
No, I want to do something together. We got an REM song. We've got anything Coldplay.
That's not my wheelhouse. That's totally yours.
Let's see. Comfortably Numb. I'm just requesting songs that I know you don't know how to play.
Right. That's all right.
No. Let's see. What
Ooh,
else?
could we do My Life? Someone just asked for My Life.
Sure. What key are we doing in this in?
Let's do God's Key -1. Are we in the place? All right. Well, I'm going to start this one, and then we'll figure out how to pass the torch as we go.
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky one, right?
I always have to start my life like this because when I saw Billy Joel and Elton John for the first time in 1994, I did not know what to expect. I should have expected to hear this song because it was a big hit. But it was one that kind of took me by surprise, and I really enjoyed it. And he opened it with this kind of cool drum beaty thing going on. And then he launched into Beethoven's Ode to Joy.
Said
'cause I'm alright. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. I still belong. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on
We'll go back and
my time. What's that?
We'll go back and forth. You started
All
it
right.
off. I never said you had to offer me a second chance. Is this not here?
Just run with it.
I never said you had to I still belong. Don't get me wrong. You can speak your mind, but not on my time.
I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. That was a terrible note. Let me try that again. Let me go for it. Woo! Keep it to yourself, it's my life.
That was fun.
I love that song.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So, I think it's your turn.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm going to do a Coldplay song, actually.
All right.
And this is one that I don't do that often, but I've always loved it. And I remember when it first came out, I was like, oh, this kind of... It was the follow-up album to A Rush of Blood to the Head, which had Clocks on it and a bunch of other their big hits. And this was their first single off their next album. And I was like, oh, this kind of sounds like Clocks. It has a similar riff, but I love it. So this is Speed of Sound.
Hey, Kevin, do
Yeah.
you think Coldplay was like they were having fun with wordplay off of hard work, like hot work? Hard. Never mind. I'll get out of
What?
here. I'm just going to get out of here. Sorry.
How long before I get in? Before it starts, before I begin? How long before you decide? Before I feel what it feels like? Where do I go? If you never try, then you never know. How long do I have to climb up on the side of this mountain of mine?
You have all just witnessed what made me a Kevin Laurence fan. Back before we didn't know each other, he was just this dude playing a lot of the same songs I played on YouTube. But he could do things with his voice that I just am not good at doing at all. And
Well, thank you, Steve.
I don't like to say nice things about you, but...
It makes me uncomfortable, yeah. Please don't ever do that again.
Well, now that I know you don't like it, I'm going to heap the praise on just because. Okay, well, I'm going to do something a little bit off the beaten path here from what we've been up to here. This is a song from the 1970s by a group that I can't say I'm like a huge fan of this group, but I am a huge fan of this song. They were all really good musicians. It was one of those groups that got put together, and it was like, let's take all the best studio musicians we can find and clump them up into a band and record some stuff. So I feel like sometimes they didn't always write the best songs because they were more interested in showcasing everybody's musicianship. But every once in a while, they wrote a good song, and when they did, it really resonated with me. This one's by Steely Dan, and it is called Ricky, Don't Lose That Number.
We hear you're leaving, that's okay. Thought our little wild time had just begun. Guess you had to scare yourself, you turn and run. But if you ever change of heart, Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. I have a friend in town, he's heard your name. We can go out driving on slow hand road. We could stay inside and play games, I don't know. You could have a change of heart. Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. So Ricky, don't lose that number. It's the only one you want. You might use it if you feel better when you get home. Tell yourself you're not my kind, but you don't even know your mind. And you could have a change of hearts. Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter to yourself. So Ricky, don't lose that number.
number. Thank you, sir.
It's a band I haven't really gotten into. I mean, I should. I mean, I know it's legendary Steely Dan, and obviously know that song, but
Now, like I say, I don't think they have the best songs.
No, you're not
They had
right.
a lot of really good musicians.
right. That was really good, though.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Shall we attempt another audience request?
Absolutely. Now might be a good time to point out also, while we never do this for the money, because it would be a terrible way to make money, we are still willing to take your money if you're willing to offer it. Down in the description, you'll see that both of our digital tip jar links are down there. Venmo, PayPal, all that good stuff. So if you're really enjoying yourself and you wish to contribute so that both of us can keep the electricity on and, well, he's got to feed a kid. You should not give him more money for that, just so you know. That was his choice, but, you know, we'll use it. We will squander it on food and electricity. So thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
Sith Lord wants to... Just laughing at the name. Roberta. That's a great song. I don't know if I know how to do it, though.
I could do that one.
Yeah, I know you can.
Maybe down the road here.
Yeah. Man in the Mirror. I had a cover of that song posted on YouTube, and someone wrote a comment that it got to me, and I had to take it down, unfortunately, because it was awful.
Well, yeah, because you should definitely pay attention to that.
I know.
dude's
Usually I ignore it, but this one got to me. Say Goodbye to Hollywood. That's
It's a good
request, Dwayne. We could try it. What key are we doing that in?
B flat. Well, I mean,
Oh.
we'd play it in C, but down to.
Let's try it. Say
All right.
goodbye. Hold on, let me see if I can. So this is -2, right? No.
-2.
Yeah.
Play it in C.
Yeah.
Let me find the lyrics real quick.
I'll start it off. Why not, right?
Sounds good to me.
I'll take the verse, first chorus, and then we'll attempt to do a trade-off into the second verse.
Sounds good. I'll
Tell
just
me- you tell
follow
me
your
when-
lead.
You want me to go ahead and start?
Go ahead, my friend.
All right, I see. No, that sounds like Don't Worry Baby. How does it start? Boom, boom.
Bobby's driving through the city tonight, through the lights in a hot new rental car. Johnny Lover's in his heavy machine. It's a scene down on Sunset Boulevard. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby.
Johnny's taking care of things for a while, and his style is so right for troubadours. They got him sitting with his back to the floor. Now he won't be my fast gun anymore. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby. Take it, Kale.
Moving on is a chance. You take any time, you try
Say goodbye, my baby. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby.
Cool.
Cool. Now that is what you call truly on-the-fly work there, folks.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you can tell.
Actually, I thought that one went pretty well considering how it could have gone.
It's crazy how high that song was in the original key. He sang it in C, which was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not so much in some ways that it's the highest thing he's ever done. It's just the sustained. It's like you got to stay in that register the whole time. You know, you never get a break.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up there. I actually saw I've been lucky enough to see Billy Joel in concert many times, and one of them was at the Hollywood Bowl, which is one of the greatest venues, I think, in the world, in Los Angeles, and he opened the show with Say Goodbye to Hollywood, which was really cool and unexpected at the time. It was maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I think. Definitely not in the original key, that's for sure. Anyways, is it my turn or yours, Steve?
I honestly don't remember.
I think it's my turn, actually.
I think it's your turn.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, well, let me remove myself.
I'm going to do one of my all-time favorite songs from Kenny Loggins, and this was actually just the other day I heard on the radio the original Loggins and Messina recording of House at Pooh Corner, and I had never heard it before, and I knew Return to Pooh Corner was a remake or a sequel to the song.
That Amy Grant played a little role in, right?
Right. And it threw me off, especially when it came to like the chorus. And I think that this return version is 100 times better. So this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to do this one for you.
Okay. I'll leave you.
Christopher Robin and I walked alone under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions to Alan Dio as our days disappear off too soon. So I wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back to the woods. So help me if you can. I've gotta get back to the house at Blue Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, just so the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. Doesn't know what to do, got a honey jar stuck on his nose. He came to me asking help and advice. From here no one knows where he goes. So I sent him to ask of the owl if he's there, how to loosen a jar from the nose of the bear. So help me if you can, I've gotta get back to the house at Blue Corner by 1. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, just so the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin. Hard to explain how a few precious things seem to follow throughout all our lives. After all said and done, I was watching my son sleeping there with his bear by his side. So I tucked him in, I kissed him, and as I was gone, I swear that old bear whispered, "Boy, welcome home." Believe me if you can, I'll finally come back to the house, blue corner by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Count all the bees in the hive, just saw the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin, back to the ways of Christopher Robin, back to the days of Pooh.
Thank you, sir. That's one of my all-time favorite Kenny Loggins songs, too, man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's corny, but I like corn.
Well, it's not corny because it's really, he was written, I think he made it as a children's song specifically, but the chord changes are insane. Maybe my favorite key change in the song that happens there at that last chorus.
Well, I still think it's corny, but I don't use that as a bad word.
You could think that. It's
I'm a John Denver
forgive
fan. I love corny music.
Me too.
Anyway, quick question here. Sith Lord has asked, do you transpose them electronically or do you ship the key in your head? And I can't speak for Kevin. I can say that for me, it depends on the song. There are some that I have just learned in a different key. If I already know the song in the key, I find that if you're not someone who's out on tour all the time playing the same 2-hour show over and over and over and over and over, that your whole life is about volume. And so I need to know hundreds and hundreds of songs. So it is much easier for me to learn the song along with the recording, and then if I need to adjust it, to not have to relearn it again in a different key. But if I have to, I can, but I'm sure, Kevin, you've got a similar experience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the transpose button is everything.
Yeah. So I use it, but that, it's not entirely you'll find in some cases that I've learned it in a different key. Sometimes it comes down to if this is just a little bit of inside baseball, but I get questions like this because of my piano lessons, and sometimes a song will come up, and it's not that I have a problem just sort of comping it in whatever key it is, but if there's an instrumental break or something and it needs a lot of fills and licks and solos and stuff, I may intentionally put it where I can play it in a key that I feel like I've got some pretty good depth for improvisation in, because, in this scenario, it's like I'm the singer, I'm the band, and I've got to make eye contact with people, and I got to remember words, and so it's you don't want to make your job any harder than it needs to be in those moments. But if the song doesn't require anything but just some basic chord comping, I might just learn it in a different key. So it just depends. Good question. Okay. So Scotty Z asked if I could play some Chicago, and I can, so I guess I should. Right?
Do it.
All right.
Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. And even lovers need a holiday.
to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. After all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Ooh, couldn't stand to be kept away just for the day from your body. You'd love be swept away, far away from the one that I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry. I could never let you go. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. And after all that's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. And after all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. I promise to. I'm gonna be the lucky one. Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Talk about a key change.
Yeah. Well, that's David Foster at work right there.
Oh, he wrote that?
Well, he co-wrote it with Peter Cetera, but I mean, that's even if he didn't write the song, he'll do that stuff when he's producing a record. You know, he's in charge of the arrangement. It's like having Mozart produce your record.
Yeah, that guy's amazing. And I mean, I know a lot of people don't really love the Peter Cetera era of Chicago. I mean, I know it's like their biggest hits. I kind of compare it to when Phil Collins took over for Genesis and they had all their big hits, but then there's like, oh, but the Peter Gabriel stuff is amazing.
Well, you know, the thing about Chicago is Peter was actually with them all the way through from the very beginning, because he sang 25 or 6 to 4, Just You and Me, I've Been Searching So Long, a whole bunch of those. But they mixed it up more between him and the other two lead singers in the 70s. What happened in the 80s was that they got dropped by the record label because that kind of rock jazz fusion with the horn sound just wasn't selling anymore.
Yeah.
And Peter Cetera had become an excellent songwriter by that time, and but he wasn't into these really complex things. He was into writing kind of pop songs. And David Foster came in to produce and said, wow, you know, this guy's got like a 1 in a gazillion voice, and he's a hell of a songwriter. And if we write together with his voice and my production, we can lift these guys out of obscurity and make them a hit band again. And so they had a second career. And I know that the other guys in the band resented how much success they had with all of that, but they were also very grateful because their bank accounts filled back up, and they got to continue and sustain a career for another decade. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. He's amazing. One of a kind voice. Amazing. Yeah. All right. Well, I've only got time here for a couple more songs, and then maybe see if you can take over.
All right. Well,
that's all right. Unfortunately, my son isn't feeling too well, and I'm going to go help my wife with him. So,
I think it's probably time for us to play scenes from an Italian restaurant, don't you?
Let's do it. Do you start this or do I? I think you do.
I start this one.
All right, cool. What key?
God's key.
Ah, God.
A bottle of white, a bottle of red, perhaps a bottle of rosé instead. We'll get a table near the stream in our old familiar place, you and I, face to face. A bottle of red,
There we are.
a bottle of whites. It all depends upon your appetite. I'll meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant.
Things are okay with me these days. Got a good job, I got a good office, got a new wife, got a new life, and the family is fine. Oh, we lost touch long ago. You lost weight, I did not know you could ever look so nice after so much time. Do you remember those days hanging out at the village greens? Engineer boots, leather jacks, and tight blue jeans. You're driving down Middle March, play a song about New Orleans. Cold beer, hot lights, a sweet romantic tea.
Oh, 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 oh. Brenda and Eddie were the popular steadies and the king and the queen and the prom. Riding around with a car top down and the radio on. Nobody looked any finer. Was more of the heat in the Parkway diner. We never knew we could want more than that out of life. Well, surely Brenda and Eddie would always know how to survive. Oh, 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 oh. The Brenda and Eddie were still going steady in the summer of '75 when they decided the marriage would be at the end of July. Everyone said they were crazy. Brenda, you know that you're much too lazy, and Eddie could never afford to live that kind of life. Oh, but there we were waving Brenda and Eddie goodbye. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, they got an apartment with deep park office and a couple of paintings from Sears. Big one of them that they bought with the bread they'd saved for a couple of years. Started to fight when the money got tight, just sitting count on the tears. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
parted the closest of friends. And the king and the queen went back to the ring. You can never go back there again. Brenda and Eddie had heard already by the summer of '75. From the height of the load to the end of the show for the rest of their lives. They couldn't go back to the greasers. The best they could do is pick up their pieces. We always knew they could both find a way to get by. Oh, and that's all I heard about Bender and Eddie. Can't tell you more 'cause I told you already. Here we are waving Bender and Eddie goodbye. Whoa, 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 oh, oh, oh.
Bottle of red, a bottle of whites, whatever kind of mood you're in tonight. Meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant.
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Well, quick programming note before we do our last song together here. I'll stick around for a little while longer while Kevin goes and tends to the baby. But today is my father's birthday, and I will be seeing him later. But since we're all here, everyone say, "Happy birthday, Papa Lungrin."
Happy birthday, Papa Lungrin.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad.
Thanks for paying for all my piano lessons and helping me buy some equipment and stuff over all these years.
Happy birthday to you.
So, what do you think, Kevin? Should we end with your song?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
You start this one off, right? Are we in the original key?
We're in the original key.
All right.
We don't have to make any adjustments.
Well, let's do it.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. Don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. No, it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you.
You can tell everybody this is a song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. Sat on the roof, I kicked up the moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, and you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. But anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen.
And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Oh, you're in the world. Hope you don't mind, hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Well, you're in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the great, the only, Kevin Laurence.
And Steve Lungrin.
Thank you for joining me, my friend.
Thank you, my friend. Let's do this again and hopefully not wait a year.
Well, yeah, that's fine with me. You're the one with a schedule.
I know, it's my fault, but this was fun, so this is awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Steve, keep it going.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Give the fans what they want, for God's sakes.
All
See
right.
everybody.
Will do. Thanks, man. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. Well, now I'm sad. I'll just play a few more tunes here, kind of take it out to about the end of the next hour here. So what are we doing here? Maybe about another 20, 25 minutes of music here. So I will look at your request, but this is one I brought with me. I've been wanting to play this one for a bit, and I thought it was probably time to finally learn it. One of my favorite things about taking long road trips like I did recently is that I will spend some time listening to this amazing Sirius XM channel called The Bridge that it's like all the soft rock of all time, and it really focuses on the 70s and the 80s, which is just like my heaven, my wheelhouse. So it reminds me of stuff that I'd forgotten about, and then I go down an Amazon Music unlimited rabbit hole with all of these bands, and so that's a good thing to get me in a car for 12 hours every once in a while. This is by a group called the Climax Blues Band that did not have a lot of hits, but they had a couple, and they kind of dissipated or whatever. But this one, I always thought was one of the best songs that came from that era in 1980. Let's see if you know this one. Oops. When I was a younger man, I hadn't a care, fooling around, hitting the town, growing my hair. You came along, you stole my heart, you ended my life. Ooh, babe, you got what it takes, so I made you my wife. Since then, I never look back. It's almost like living a dream. And ooh, I love you. You came along from far away and found me here. Found the plane wheeling down and hitting the beer. You picked me up from off the floor and gave me a smile. You're much too young, your life ain't begun, let's walk for a while. As my head was spinning round, I gazed into your eyes and thought, ooh, I want you. Thank you, babe, for being a friend, shining your light in my life. 'Cause ooh, I need you. Yeah. As my hand was coming around, I gazed into your eyes. I thought, ooh, I want you. Thanks again for being my friend, straightening out my life. 'Cause ooh, I need you. Hey. Since then, I never look back. It's almost like living a dream. And ooh, I got you. If ever a man had it all, it would have to be me. And ooh, I love you. All right, thank you. First of all, hey, Bruce. Bruce is here, Tunes. I hadn't had a chance to say hello. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I know. I've got all kinds of those that I need to catch up on. Anyway, let's see here. Roberta. Well, yes, I will play Roberta for you. I'm saying that like Norm Macdonald because I'm commemorating the late comedian. We just lost Norm this week. But if he were here, he would go, Roberta. We have people here who want to hear Roberta. I don't normally play Roberta because it is about a prostitute. But believe it or not, it's actually kind of a sweet song. Let me get the lyrics up here. Okay, so yes, as I was saying, this is a song that Billy Joel wrote about an actual woman that he knew who was an actual prostitute and kind of fell in love with her, tried to get her to change her life, and she wasn't really interested in that, but it did make for a beautiful tune. This is on an album called Street Life Serenade, and came out at the end of 1974. Roberta by request.
Roberta, you say you know me, but I see only what you're paid to show me. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, Roberta, I understand you. I knew you need to move in other circles too. It's tough for me. It's tough for you. Roberta, how I've adored you. I'd ask you over, but I can't afford you. Oh, I wish you'd take the time. Oh, I wish you'd take the time. Oh, Roberta, the night goes slowly. I know you're working, but you must get lonely too. It's tough for me. Ah, it's tough for you. And I'm in a bad way, and I'm sorry, guys, I forgot how this goes. And I'm in a bad way. There we go. Sorry, my bad, guys. And I'm in a bad way, and I wanna make love to you. Oh, oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, I wish you had the time. Oh, Roberta, I really need you. But I suppose that my small change won't see you through. It's tough for me. Oh, it's tough for you.
Okay. Jake, I'm going to have to take a rain check. I haven't learned that one yet. It's a good tune, but I don't even have any kind of a facsimile prepared yet. Sith Lord, me too. Me too. Norm MacDonald, he was a true original, whether you like him or not. He had a very, very interesting way of looking at things. Just a little clip of Norm. You see, I find ID to be a very interesting abbreviation because you see the letter I is short for I. Well, the letter D is short for identification. Feels like D is doing all of the heavy lifting on that one. Anyway, enough of that. Okay, let's see here. What else? Oh, yes. This is a request that came in even before the show from some fans of mine in Nebraska, Kyle and Jacob. And I'm also going to dedicate this one out to Scotty Z and his dad, especially his dad who received Scott's kidney and so far is responding very well to it. Here we go. Let's kick some ass here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like when it freezes still like ice, and there's a cold and lonely light that shines from you. Wind up like the wrecker, you hide behind that mask you. Did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love and a simple way. Need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. You know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. You know I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Once I never could hope to win, started down the road and leaving me again. Reflection babe will meant to cut me down. Love is just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. You know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Whoa, whoa. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 All right, guys. It's actually time for the final song of the night. Thanks for hanging out with both Kevin and I earlier and just me these last few minutes. Had a really good time with you, as always. Always a highlight of my week. I think I'm going to do something a little unusual tonight. I think I'm going to close with one of my songs. Of course, I have to get the lyrics for him. I do not know the lyrics to my own music, not one bit. Not one bit do I ever know the lyrics to my own songs without a little help, but luckily, they are on Google. Because anyone who records an album and puts it on Spotify, their lyrics will go on Google, which is actually pretty cool. So this is a happy song. I want to end with a happy song. I'm happy that I'm going to go see my parents and celebrate my dad's birthday. I'm happy that I got to play a concert with one of my closest friends. I'm happy that Scott is okay and that his dad seems to be responding well to the new organ. I'm happy for a lot of reasons, and so I want to share a song that's about joy. Now, it happens to be written in the point of view of a romantic relationship, but really, it's just about appreciation. It's just about taking the time that you have and the focus that's available to you and training it on things that you appreciate. And that's what this song's really about. And this is on my 2018 album, which was called Keep This Party Rolling. And it's something that I was very proud of. I love this record. It might be one of my favorite, one of my probably top 3 or 4 records I've ever made. It's called Everything You Do. Well, I love the way you wear a ponytail when you feel lazy. That stash of chocolate you keep hidden for when you're feeling crazy. And I love those worn-out flannel pants you like to wear at night. And every time I'm eating something sweet, you steal a bite. And I love the way that music gets you dancing without shame. And how much you just gotta win when we're playing a game. I love that look that you give me when you want me to stay. But when I think about it, girl, what I'm trying to say is I love everything you do. Yes, I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Oh, yeah. Well, I love the way decorate for every new occasion, and how you take 1,000 pictures on each new vacation. I love that you still love to go make angels in the snow, and how you send a birthday card to everyone you know. And I love the times you want to wear my worn out baggy shirt, and even after all this time together, you still love to flirt. I love the times that we both laugh till we're both in tears. I know that I will still feel the same way in 30 years. I love everything you do. Oh, I love to be the one. And I don't care what we're doing, I don't care what we do, no, we're together, I'll be falling more in love with you. I love everything that you do, yes I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I do. Oh, I yes I do. I love to be the one with you. And I love to be with all of you, too. Thank you. We'll be back next Sunday. More of your favorite hits. Here on Classic Hits and Album Cuts from the 70s and 80s with your host, Dr. Stephen Fever. Now, thank you very much, guys. Remember, if you're a musician, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, let's be giving out as much love as we can to as many people as we can, as often as we can, shall we? Let's make sure that we have no regrets when our final day comes, and none of us knows when that's going to be. So let's leave it all in the field. I love you guys, and I'll be back here in Nevada Square Garden next Sunday. See you then.